Now, government has announced plans to roll out the Ghana Accelerated National Reserve Accumulation Policy to increase international reserves to 15 months of import cover by the year 2028. Well, the policy, which is scheduled to be anchored on the operations of Ghana Gold Board, is geared towards achieving an 8.6 months import cover by the end of 2026. In a statement on the floor of Parliament, the Finance Minister, Dr. Kassiel Atuforsen, says Ghana's reliance on short-term facilities and Eurobond borrowings in building international reserves have resulted in unsustainable debt situations in the past. ChannelOne News says Ni Ayikwe Okai has more.
During parliamentary proceedings on Wednesday, the Finance Minister, Dr. Kassiel Atuforsen, presented before the House the Ghana Accelerated National Reserve Accumulation Policy, which seeks to shore up international reserves to 15 months of import cover by the end of the year 2028.
To strengthen Ghana's resilience to economic shocks, Cabinet has approved the Ghana Accelerated National Reserve Accumulation Policy. The policy represents Ghana's strategic plan to strengthen external resilience by increasing the nation's international reserve equivalent of 15 months of import cover by end 2028. So, Speaker, this policy is anchored on the objectives of the Ghana Gold Board Act, Act 1140, which mandates the Ghana Gold Board to generate foreign exchange for the country and support gold reserves accumulation by the Bank of Ghana.
He disclosed that the Akufo-Addo administration relied on Eurobond borrowing to shore up international reserves, which resulted in a $2.5 billion interest payment.
In total, Mr. Speaker, Eurobond borrowed between 2018 and 2021 to support reserve buildup costed the taxpayer about $2.5 billion United States dollars in interest payment alone. Right, Honorable Speaker, it should be noted that Ghana is still servicing this debt following the end 2022 debt default. The Speaker, in 2026 alone, Ghana is required to pay $1.5 billion United States dollars in debt servicing due to this Eurobond debt.
Members of Parliament debated on the policy documents presented by the Finance Minister, Dr. Kassiel Atuforsen.
We are not interested in his economic theories. Mr. Speaker, the Finance Minister must know that this House is not interested in his new theories. And you come and sit here and say, macro, Ghanaians cannot afford electricity. You should know this. These are the things you should introduce policies for reform. How to reform the energy sector. You are not doing that. You come here and say, macro. I will not commend you for doing this.
The Minority Chief Whip, Frank Anadompre, also engaged journalists accusing the government of constitutional breaches in the ministerial guidelines issued for the distribution of the District Assembly's Common Fund for the year 2025.
The law does not empower the minister to assign new national percentages, redesign allocation structures, override parliamentary weighting mechanisms, and creates a power formula. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 guidelines exceed administrative authority and encroach upon constitutional power reserved exclusively for Parliament. It undermines Article 252. It weakens Acts 936, the Local Governance Acts. It distorts decentralized governance. It threatens the financial autonomy of our MMDAs.
He also disclosed that the government is indebted to the District Assembly's Common Fund to the tune of over 7 billion Ghana cedis.
The arrears accumulated under NDC government covering unpaid DSCF obligation in 2024 alone stands at some approximately 7.33 billion Ghana cedis. The Minister of Finance, my good friend Atuforsen, should come and tell me what I'm saying is propaganda. It's a fact. Against the backdrop of they are going to send 80% of all these assembly funds to the assemblies, they are owing 7.33 billion.
Reporting for ChannelOne News from Parliament. Ni Ayikwe Okine.